Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that can seriously change your life. Budgeting. I know. The word budget can sound intimidating, maybe even a little boring. But what if I told you there's a super simple, straightforward way to manage your money that doesn't involve complicated spreadsheets or depriving yourself of everything you love? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll feel empowered and ready to take control of your finances. We're going to dive deep into one of the most popular and effective budgeting methods out there, the 50/30ths. 20 rule. So, what exactly is this magical rule? It's a simple guideline for dividing your after-tax income into 3 categories. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. That's it. No crazy percentages. No dozens of categories. Just 3 simple buckets to pour your money into. The beauty of this method is its flexibility. It gives you a clear framework, but also the freedom to live your life. It's not about restriction. It's about intention. It's about telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Let us break down each of these categories so you can see just how easy it is to apply this to your own life here in the US. First up, the biggest chunk, 50% for your needs. These are the absolute essentials. The non-negotiables you must pay for to live. Think of it this way. If you lost your job tomorrow, what are the bills you would still have to cover, no matter what? This category includes things like your rent or mortgage payment, essential utilities like electricity, water, and heat, and basic groceries. Notice I said basic groceries. That weekly gourmet cheese haul might need to wait for another category. This also includes transportation costs to get to work, like gas for your car or your monthly transit pass, essential car insurance, and minimum payments on any existing debts. Health insurance premiums and necessary medical costs also fall squarely into this needs bucket. The goal is to keep these core living expenses at or below 50% of your take-home pay. This creates a solid foundation for your entire financial picture. Now for the fun part. 30% for your wants. This is the category that makes budgeting feel less like a chore and more like a lifestyle choice. Wants are all the things that make your life more enjoyable, but aren't strictly necessary for survival. This is your lifestyle money. It covers things like dining out at your favorite restaurants, your daily latte, subscriptions to streaming services like Netflix or Spotify, and your gym membership. It's also for your hobbies, whether that's buying new art supplies, video games, or gear for your weekend hikes. Going to the movies, grabbing drinks with friends, buying new clothes that aren't replacements for worn-out essentials. It all goes here. This 30% is your permission to spend on yourself and enjoy the money you work so hard for. It's about balance. You can absolutely enjoy life while still being financially responsible. This category ensures you don't feel deprived, which is a major reason why many people give up on budgeting. And finally, we have the most important category for your future self. 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is where you truly build wealth and financial security. This 20% is your powerhouse category. Its primary goal is to help you save for the future and aggressively pay down debt. This includes contributions to your retirement accounts, like a 401k or a Roth IRA. If your employer offers a 401k match, contributing enough to get that full match should be your absolute top priority. It's free money. This category is also for building your emergency fund, which is a safety net of 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses. Once you have a healthy emergency fund, this 20% can go towards other savings goals, like a down payment on a house, a new car, or a dream vacation. Crucially, this is also where you make any debt payments above the minimum. If you have high interest, credit card debt, or student loans, dedicating a significant portion of this 20% to paying them down faster will save you a ton of money in the long run. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Needs, wants, savings, 50, 30, 20. Simple enough, right? But how do you actually put this into practice? The first step is to figure out your after-tax income. This is the amount of money that actually hits your bank account each payday after taxes and other deductions are taken out. If you have a consistent salary, this is easy. If your income is variable because you're a freelancer or work on commission, you can look at your average monthly income over the past 6 to 12 months to get a good baseline. Once you have that number, you can calculate your three budget amounts. For example, if your monthly take-home pay is $4,000, you'd have $2,000 for needs, $1,200 for wants, and $800 for savings. The next, and most crucial, step is tracking your spending. You can't manage what you don't measure. For 1 month, track every single dollar you spend. I mean, everything. That morning coffee, the pack of gum, that online impulse buy at all coons. This might feel tedious at first, but it's an eye-opening exercise. You'll see exactly where your money is going and identify patterns you weren't even aware of. Thankfully, we live in an age of technology that makes this incredibly easy. There are tons of fantastic budgeting apps out there like Mint. Why knob you need a budget or personal capital that can link to your bank accounts and automatically categorize your transactions. If you prefer a more hands-on approach, a simple spreadsheet or even a dedicated notebook works just as well. The tool doesn't matter as much as the habit of tracking. Once you have a month's worth of data, it's time to analyze and adjust. Compare your actual spending in each category to the 50-30-20th targets. Don't be discouraged if your numbers are way off at first. That's completely normal. This is a starting point, not a test you can fail. Maybe you'll find that your needs are taking up 65% of your income. This is common, especially if you live in a high-cost of living area. If that's the case, you have a few options. Can you reduce any of your essential costs? Maybe by finding a cheaper cell phone plan, shopping for better car insurance rates, or focusing on meal prepping to lower your grocery bill. If your needs are fixed, you may need to reduce your wants category to compensate. Perhaps that means dining out less or canceling a few subscriptions you don't use often. What if you find your wants are a bit out of control? This is where small changes can make a huge difference. Maybe you notice you're spending $200 a month on coffee. You don't have to cut it out completely, but maybe you could make coffee at home on weekdays and treat yourself on weekends. The goal isn't to eliminate all joy, but to spend more consciously. The key here is to be honest with yourself and make adjustments that feel sustainable for you. This isn't a one-and process. Your income, expenses, and goals will change over time, so you should plan to review your budget every month or so to make sure it is still working for you. A budget is a living document, not something you set in stone. The 50-30-20 rule is a fantastic starting point for anyone who wants to get a handle on their finances without feeling overwhelmed. It provides structure, but also the flexibility to fit your individual lifestyle. It forces you to prioritize saving and investing for your future while still allowing you to enjoy the present. It's about creating a plan that serves you, both today and tomorrow. Remember, personal finance is personal. If a 60-20th, 20 or a 45-25th, 30 split works better for your situation and your goals, then that's the right budget for you. The percentages are guidelines, not rigid laws. The most important thing is to be intentional with your money. Create a plan and stick with it. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this breakdown of the 50-30-20th rule was helpful and makes budgeting feel a lot more approachable. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more tips on how to manage your money and build a better financial future. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's your favorite budgeting method, or do you have any questions about getting started? Let's continue the conversation down there. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.